Welcome back to the complete solution of Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater Part 4, and that will be a pretty short part. So at the start we are here in the dark cave, so first of all turn the night vision device on. So we still need the crab, so push the thumbs up and shoot the crab. There's also one of the most important objects to find in this level at all, well, so stay tuned. It's worth it in any case, because the item only to get on this level and it's pretty tricky to get. Well, let's start through the cave where we arrived. We just walked straight on and through here, and now there are two ways. The left one and the right one, and there we crawl through. We go now first here right along. There are a few animals here that we would like to collect. So run through completely once. We still get night vision equipment. Infrared equipment doesn't do so much, but we can at least see the snake here. We definitely need it. And back here is a bright green mushroom. We also want to have it. Because we haven't eaten it yet, but there are also a few times here in the cave, so you will definitely find one. Otherwise, there are still a few grenades here, and the thing is actually done here now. We also want to have it because we haven't eaten it yet, but there are also a few times here in the cave, so you will definitely find one. Otherwise, there are still a few grenades here, and the thing is actually done here now. We have now collected all the important things. Of course, we can go straight into the food and eat the crab just like the cobra. And yes, it is now very important that you have a hornet's nest with you. That's really important because you need that here, otherwise you won't get a certain item. As I said before, you really need it. And of course, we also eat the blue mushroom. So we have done that and can then of course run away again from here, so out of this small corridor. Otherwise there is nothing great here. We already have rats anyways. So just run out here now, and of course we go along the right way. The cave is a bit confusing because the exit is not that easy to find, but you go right here and follow the path and come to a small waterfall. And here is the next yellow duck to shoot, namely up there. And here right around the corner you will find a weapon. These fireflies are here again and again in the cave, so it is not so important that we collect them here right now. But the snake was of course important. Grab the torch here, then just go through this little gap in the back, and when we arrive here in the next cave, we can already see that there are some bats hanging on the ceiling here, so crawl through the tunnel here and then you will also come out on the other side. When you turn on the night vision device, then you can see the bats on the ceiling. And we want to get one of them and eat it, so shoot them down once, then they attack you, so be a little careful. Grab the food here and also take the boxes with you at the back. You can of course press the bat right away so that you have a delicious treat. It doesn't taste that good, but it's not that bad either. So far, so good, we have done that. We go out here again and like to grab the boxes back here. If you feel like it, you don't have to collect them necessarily. They are not trophy relevant. Then crawl through the tunnel down here. We crawl along there and then we come to such a small water hole. But there are still a few things before that. So don't jump right in it right away. Go through here and then you can aim here and you will see that there is a frog up there. Shoot it once and then you can also collect the night vision device, which is right around the corner here. Here's a bit of a K ammunition, but there is the night vision device. It is best to turn on directly, turn it on, and then we can continue directly because we can now just jump down here into the hole and then it goes on. So grab your luggage and jump into the hole and you will come out in a water puddle. Here you are and there is a ration. So just dive down here to collect the ration, but also get out of here. Just dive through the tunnel here. I will skip that quickly so that the video doesn't get too long. At some point you will appear here again, and now it is best for you to first go to the right or first down to the ground, because there is still something to get on the ground here. Collect a few boxes is not particularly important now, but we can of course take the things with us. You then dive up the cave again on the right side, and there we can collect a little more. Through this corridor and here in the back area we find a few more delicious things. We take the battery with us, which is always very important and useful, so that you can operate these devices, and then of course it goes back to the water tank happily. Swim straight through almost again at the beginning, then come out here at the edge, so don't dive back through the hole but just swim straight through, and then we come back here and at the end and follow this path, and then we are back in the main area where we started. Now we have done a complete round. Now the question is, how do we actually get out of here? If you look at the map now, we are here and there is another small passage here, namely here at this point, and you can leave the level. I will show it to you a little bigger because it's pretty hard to see. So just scroll through here and you will get to the next section. Yes, so far so good. So out of the map again, just straight ahead into the next room. And then you can crawl through here right now. Because there is a little small tunnel on the right and you can just crawl along there and then you will go to the next section. The tunnel is quite long, so I skip it again so you don't have to wait so long. Okay, when we get out of the tunnel we get the yellow duck above us, and yes, here we can then go on and of course get a few more things. Grab the serum in the box here and then follow this path, and you can then go right here and then you come out again up here. There is still a bit of ammunition and all kinds of stuff, but you don't necessarily need it because we have the easy gun with us. We also take insecticides with us and then we can actually continue. On the map we are now here in the back, quasi in front of the destination, and can now of course also reach it. So just go through here and you will then arrive at the destination and come through the next area of the cave. In the next area it will be really tricky because you have to be really careful here and should definitely save again. We now go along the small narrow gun on the right and then we come up to a corpse. There is a nice weapon, of course we take it with us here, and that is a M37 shotgun, which we do not use. Okay, we will crawl through here and now it's really going to be tricky because we have to get one of the rarest items here. And that's just possible with the hornet's nest. But first grab the snow uniform here, then crawl through the tunnel and you will get out again below on the other side. Now you think you have somehow made it, but you're not. Because if you run to the left, you're running in a circle. And that's why we run to the right when we get out of the tunnel. So once completely continue to crawl through here, there's also no detour or something. I will let it run here because if we get out of here, now you have to turn right, and that's something a bit difficult to see. So just go here. Now we come out here to such a lightning, and now in no case run. You have to save here. Now again, shoot the frog here. And again, now it's getting really tricky. You really need the hornet's nest to get the item at all. If not, the trophy is already fucked up. That's why we take the hornet's nest now, equip it in the backpack so that we have it in the weapons below as an attack weapon. But of course, you don't throw it, so don't just throw it at the opponent, but you just take it in your hand. Be sure to save it again in case the whole thing doesn't work here, because there is no other way to get it again, except here in this fight. So we really need the hornet's nest as equipment down right as a weapon, and we will equip that now, and then we go into the boss fight. With this hornet's nest in your hand, you don't necessarily have to have it in your hand right now, but at least you should have equipped it. You wait until pain wants to bury you with bees. At some point here it is not the case. That is the only poisoning. You don't really need to stay there. So we go into the water again quickly, but when the attack comes where these black lines come here, then you stand with a hornet's nest there. And you see that they then have nothing to do with you, and even more important, when you then change the weapon, go to any other weapon or none, then he sends a swarm to you again, which then surrounds you and lets the nest disappear. Now you have seen it. The nest is now out of the inventory. It was just there, and if that is the case, it is really perfect, because then you can go into your luggage and look at the hornet's nest under food, which is now the Pain's hornet's nest. Yes, and that's all there is to do in the fight against Pain, and has not been eaten. So be sure to eat it now that you have it on your list of all items eaten. Pretty tricky this part, cause it's only gettable here, so it is really important that you definitely get it here. Then use the ration, and now you can kill Pain, of course. But you kill him by only taking away his stamina, so you don't really kill him. Then you get a chest spawned, and there is a hidden uniform. You only get it if you don't kill Pain, but instead remove his endurance, which you can of course do with a easy gun, but there is also other objects where this is possible with, because we don't kill him in this playthrough. So just run up here, jump over here to the island, and you will now get the uniform Hornissen stripes, and we only get them if you don't kill Pain, but simply remove his endurance. Then we just swim out of the cave and are almost at the end of the guide. There's still something to get here, so go through here once completely, and when you have come out here, there are a few things before you go into the next section. Just walk straight through. So when you come to such a small cave, then you go along here once, and here you can see something lying on the ground nicely. Namely down here on the ground there are some snakes and fruits. If you are still missing something, please collect that. Then you just go straight on, and now we just have to go along here, follow the path over and over again, and then you come to such a new area. Here we can now also get the next object, and this is as follows. You just shoot the mines here, and then you can go into the cave, of course, grab the loot here. But if you turn around, there is a small frog up there, and of course we want to shoot it. Then just get out of here and follow the path to get further on the main road, and then go straight on, and you will see the next yellow duck right away. Namely, if you come out here with a green mushroom, it's quite difficult to see, but there it is, and we shoot it off. So far we have done that, and can now of course go on to the next area. Just run down here, friends, and you will come to the next section, which will of course be in the next part of the completion solution. Probably already tonight. I try to hurry up and upload the next guide as soon as possible. So friends, until then, I wish you a lot of fun and hope to see you next time. So please push the thumb up, save your game, and see you again. Bye bye.